Time to start another adventure, I think. Okay.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Yeah, what party? It'll depend where I... No, it won't depend. I think I'll do a DLC at this point, just to get it under the way. Alistair has to come. I think Win too. So it's a question of who's going to be the third, and I think Liliana, just so we can have a role in the team.
Yes.
We'll go to... Are we going to? I guess abandon Lawrence lands. I'm not quite sure where to start this. I can't see it being this, it certainly isn't this, so we don't exactly have a huge amount of options.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know, but they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Take a closer look at the unarmed man. You are surprised to recognize the uniform of King Caitlyn's honor guard. A memory comes to you. You fought alongside this man at Ostagar. Let's look at the guards too. Wear the uniform of Ban Loren, a minor lord well known and little loved for the fluidity of his allegiances. Yeah, we'll join. Okay. Private militia. We engage or not? Where are we going? Who are you crippling? Not a bad idea.
I'm trying to be mindful.
Everything is just fine. Wind is heating and protecting us from arrows.
Let's see what you're made of!
You've done well.
Up close, this man's face is unmistakable. You remember him as Elric Moraine, a member of the Kaelin's honor guard at Ostagar and a close confidant of the king.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
Yeah, you aren't dead yet.
You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
Yes, I recognize your face.
You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
Yeah, we don't always get to choose our deaths.
No, perhaps not. But I've been given the chance to set things right. If it's the likes of you who sees me to my final hour, perhaps things happen for a reason. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the wardens.
Is this chest important?
The royal arms chest. It's where Kaelin kept his father's sword, the one he always said he'd slay the archdemon with.
More than that, there was a secret compartment where he kept documents concerning his dealings with Empress Selene and the Orlesians.
You still have this key.
The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
But you said Kaelin entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there.
Okay, where?
The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden. If that is where we are headed, I would like to accompany you.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Kaelin's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
I basically chose this group exactly because most of them were at Ostagar, so it's closer for them too. And Leliana for the thief abilities. Whitewood longbow. Probably the best longbow we have. Ash longbow. Yeah, it's quite a bit better. We should be getting a king's sword and a king's armor from that. We don't have a particularly good armor and our weapons are sort of lacking. So hopefully we can get sort of a little bit of a boost to our equipment doing this. So it's good closure before we move on, and
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
there's a practical reason to complete this.
Now's better than later.
We could use a sword. Maybe I could give the dagger to Liliana. Either way, let's go. Yep, Ostagar.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Who attacked the what? Why are I can't see anything? Why would they let you go? My Admiral Akbar senses tingling. Traps.
Trap right ahead.
Maybe I have mentioned this before, but I hate this. I was going nowhere in their direction, but suddenly cutscene. Yeah. A lot of traps.
Ready.
Shit, there's a mage there somewhere.
Got it. What is your command?
Yes.
Yeah, there's the mage. Kill the mage. Chain lightning. Get the mage.
Let's see some blood! Alright, alright.
They got the mage. Lovely. Oh, Liana is in trouble. Time to use special abilities to get the situation under control.
No mercy.
Assassin, assassin, assassin. How do we get those? There's a lot of traps there. Can't just rush them. So we're going to have to fight with range combat. We don't need to. Someone needs to heal after all.
Here!
All right.
You'll get no mercy from me!
At your order.
The elven assassin is wounded and unconscious, but alive. You could tie him up and talk to him if you wished. Yeah, waking up and talk.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have some questions.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
It was easy. Okay, why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employer?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
Okay, I'm listening. Make it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause. So let me serve you instead.
And what's exactly to stop you from finishing the job later on?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
I do like Zeb. I do like him. He's. I don't think he's entirely truthful, but his logic is quite sensible. He has clearly no loyalty at all. I mean, not in that sense that he cannot be trusted by someone he probably considers as a friend or a partner, but he has no professional loyalty at all, or towards organizations or in sense principles. So he'll do whatever he deems is best for him at the time. Won't they come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
Hmm. What exactly do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Okay, I'm inclined to accept it because I found him at least interesting. So sure. No, we'll go with the why would I want your service. So basically what I'm hoping to is not to what from him to sell his case. Basically say what can he do.
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan Crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes. 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no?
Yeah, I don't think he's quite as he well I don't think he's quite as separated from his former ties as he's trying to make out, but very well. Let's see where this goes.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Don't worry about it, we could use him. Okay, if you want to kill him, Alistair, then you do it. No, I'll try to persuade, so don't worry about it, we could use him.
Alright, I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
An Elven Pansy. Okay. Level 11 rogue, so... Yep. He's the most experienced fighter in the entire group. Ah, shit. What the hell does he want? I mean gifts. I don't know. Let's not worry about that now, but it is a worry. I can't have a, ooh, a letter. Prince of Red Jenny. The task was never promised to be easy. You said you could enter the Circle Tower, and you were believed. Find the small painted box in First Enchanter Irving's office and deliver it to the door marked in Denerim as agreed. Or be prepared to find yourself hunted across Ferelden. Friends of Red Jenny. There's a sketch map of several doors. It requires the box to be placed on it to block out false leads. We have box. I didn't know what to do with that at the time. You have acquired the small painted box as requested by friends of Red Jenny. The reward, whatever it is, it's waiting off the market district in Denerim. I'm curious. What could it be? Could you spot traps? Were all the traps removed when we solved this encounter? Guess so.
Mm-hmm. It's done.
The assassin is the one at the moment I trust the least. Morrigan would probably be the other. I don't really see. I don't understand Clement's reasoning for sending her. And I don't. Zebron, was it? Zebron, something like that. The male elf. That's why I like to raise the approval rating for them at least to 25 or 50, so I could trust them a little bit more. At least to the extent that I would be more comfortable that they don't intentionally screw me over too much. If they're hostile towards me or neutral, then I can't really know. They might screw me over. Harlock, good luck.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? That's later. All right, got it. Let me go!
Something about returning here makes me feel old when...
And what exactly are you implying, Alistair?
What? What? Nothing. No, I just thought...
You just thought I might be an expert at feeling old and could share some sage advice.
I just mean that I was a different person then. I believed him, you know? That it would be a glorious battle, that we'd win.
I did too. We were all a little bit younger the last time we were here.
Well, not you. You've always been old.
With lips like that, son, you'll be lucky if you live to be half my age.
Viridium Splint Mail. Well, we have a lot of inventory space free, so we can take all the trash we can find. Darkspawn Forge. Journeyman Hail Rune. +10 physical resistance. That's +10 just for our Journeyman. Grandmaster resistance runes seem to be quite powerful. Where the hell do we need to go? It seems like every other path is blocked, so not like we have much of a choice.
Can I get you a ladder?
Accidentally took off the fucking berserk. This is why you don't keep your sustained abilities next to your use abilities.
get on it.
I'm pretty sure the loot we are getting is leveled. So, if you wanted to get the best loot, it seems like you should avoid looting certain things that stay in the ground for as long as possible, then later on come and loot everything. Because they're mostly items you're going to sell anyway. So, armors you don't need, items you don't really need, a little bit of cash, few bolts of arrows, that sort of thing. So if you would wait for the level ups, you could probably make significantly more money, because each time you level up, it sort of looks like the amount of money we're getting from these is double.
Twisted creatures!
Is that out? That's a leader, but is it knight or mage? It is a mage. Shit. And Herlock Strider. Oh, I have no idea what it is. What the fuck are you doing?
Can I get you a ladder?
It is a mage. It's magic, something. Interrupt. No, we didn't interrupt. In light. Kaelin's Greaves. Okay, they're a lot better than what we have. Better armor, +1 armor as a magical bonus, and plus 20% chance to dodge attacks. Holy shit.
What's the matter, Alistair?
I don't know, it just feels wrong to find this here. Poured over by dark spawn and thick with their rot. It was his.
I know, I feel it too. But he is not the first king to ever fall in battle, or even the first to fall to the Darkspawn.
Yes, but this wound cuts deeper.
And it will bleed longer. But we must keep moving. No doubt the Darkspawn are eager to give us plenty more reasons to mourn.
It's the best foods we have. The question is, who's going to get it? For the moment, I'm thinking Alistair, because he's tank. He doesn't have the strength, but that means I certainly don't have the strength. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How close am I? I have 1 point extra, so I guess they're my mine boots now. The plus 20% chance to dodge attack is what I'm really interested in this. It's not related to the defense stat at all, which is increases the chance of dodging or parrying physical attacks. It's just a direct 20% of all attacks is going to get dodge now. And if we could get something similar, or I mean additional dodge attacks stacked on other items, that could be a very formidable tank. Probably good for us anyway. The armor rating on these isn't bad either, so it's not like we're sacrificing anything to get it. It's just an awesome item at this point. It is gonna be a fight.
Yes.
Tough one. Let's go.
Twisted creatures!
Any spellcasters? Forge Master. No, I don't spot any spellcasters. That is good. What the hell happened? I'm attacking the Forge Master. Now they can clean this up. Yes. Herlock Alt. Yep. Please heal.
What is your plan?
Okay, Liliana, do your backstab stuff.
I'll get on it.
Now, these guys aren't too tough. The leaders are proper enemies, but most of these are not that tough. There is definitely some kind of level scaling system in this game. It is easily detectable, but it's not. It's not like it's not bad enough where I don't feel like my power isn't increasing. So the abilities we gain raise our power faster than the level scaling raises for power of the standard enemies we face. Nice arrows. To the forge. The Darkspawn have fastened crude spikes and corrupted Halaskull to the simple blacksmith's forge that you remember, as if turning it into an idol of worship. Nice boots. Still, King's boots were better, surprisingly enough. There's the key.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
And it's still there. Royal Arms chest. The pieces as armor seem to be taken away though. We'll have to go and get them. Rogues? Yep.
I'll get on.
Need to protect the win.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Shit. Herlock Vanguard. Well, we should be able to handle things now, the fact that the Vanguard is dead. Kalen's Shield. Chance to avoid missile attacks plus 1 armor.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
That equipment doesn't appear to be anything special. So it seems like the boots were the exception. It's slightly better than what we have, especially in the missile deflection part. But it's nothing amazing. And we don't have the attributes to use it yet. Okay. Might have gotten a better gloves. No. No. No, no, no. Yeah. They even defiled Duncan's fire for some reason.
Alright, alright.
Secret correspondence. Merrick's blade. It's better than what we have, the Oathkeeper. Mainly because it has 0.75 health and stamina regeneration in combat, and weakens nearby darkspawn.
So it's true. He had convinced the forces of Orlais to ally against the Darkspawn.
Empress Celine was merely awaiting his response.
A response that never came, and now never will, thanks to Loghain's treachery.
Never is a long time, Alistair. Give it time, and let cooler heads prevail. There will be peace between us yet.
Well, I hope you live to see it, Wynne.
And I hope the Darkspawn don't.
Wait, it is a better sword than what we have now. The cheese knife is almost a better sword than what we have now, so... It's an odd looking sword. It looks like very ceremonial and not really practical. But in a world of magical weapons, you can always justify better weaponry, even impractical, to just be magical. Ah, the correspondence. I think we got a codex entry. No, definitely not that, so notes. Yes, Actually, yes. Kaelin's documents, page 1 of 3. To His Majesty King Kaelin of Ferelden, my warden commander assures me that we face a blight. This thing threatens us both, and we must work together to fight it, lest it devour all. Our two nations have not had a happy history, but that is all it is, history. It is the future that is at stake now. Let us put aside our father's disagreements so that we may secure the future for both our countries. My chevaliers stand ready and will accompany the Grey Wardens of Orlais to Ferelden. At your word, the Might of Orlais will march to reinforce the Ferelden forces. Sincerely, Empress Celine I. Official letter from the Empress Celine I of Orlais to King Kaelin of Ferelden. So, Orlais offers a temporary alliance or military aid at least against the Blight. Your Majesty, my men will arrive as soon as possible to bolster your forces. Make her willing that this blight will be ended before it has begun. Kaelin, I beseech you, as your uncle, not to join the Grey Wardens on the field. You cannot afford to take this risk. Ferelden cannot afford it. Let me remind you again that you do not have an heir. Your death, and it pains me to even think of it, would plunge Ferelden into chaos. And yes, perhaps when this is over you will allow me to bring up the subject of your heir. While a son from both the Thayrin and Macter lines would unite Ferelden like no other, we must accept that perhaps this can never be. The Queen approaches her 30th year and her ability to give you a child lessens with each passing month. I submit to you again that it might be time to put Anora aside. We parted harshly last time I spoke of this, but it has been a full year since then and nothing has changed. Please, nephew, consider my words, and Andraste's grace be with you. A letter from Arl Eamon to King Kaelin. So, what's the last one? This letter appears to have been crumpled, then carefully smoothed out and folded again. Kaelin. The visit to Ferelden will be postponed indefinitely due to the Darkspawn problem. You understand, of course. The Darkspawn have odd timing, don't they? Let us deal with them first. Once that is done, we can further discuss a permanent alliance between Orlais and Ferelden. A note written in an uncharacteristically familiar tone from Empress Celine I to King Kaelin. So, we're very familiar with each other. Okay, considering these documents, and that his current queen is the daughter of our little betrayer at the start of the game, who's very patriotic and liberated Ferelden from Orlais, I guess, occupation basically. Or Orlais rule, fought for its independence. If he would gain knowledge of this correspondence, it would certainly be a motive for him to try to get the king killed. And considering that this was crumbled, it might be exactly that. So, yeah. Definitely the tone is not official, so there might be suspicions too of something more of a intimate alliance, especially if Anora is incapable of producing an heir. So another reason for the betrayal. Basically, he would consider, I guess, the king's actions as a betrayal of the country itself and his daughter, so that's why he would let the king go to his death. That's what it looks like at the moment. I'm waiting for the trap to spring, but apparently there is none.
More blood. Where's the
No, there could be rogues here. Or perhaps not.
I'll get on it.
Repeater gloves, rapid aim, armor penetration. So that's on archer's gloves.
Now's better than later. All right, all right.
Yep, strap. Someone's shooting a ballista at me. Yep.
I'll get on it.
Trap right ahead.
You disarm it. I think I just ran through it. Someone attack someone. Okay, what can't I attack?
On it.
This part.
Right there.
Distance yourself. As he is violent. Sometimes.
All right. Let's go.
What the hell does this even do? Deadly strike. Swift strike at a vulnerable area of the target, dealing normal damage but gaining a bonus to armor penetration. It's basically useless.
Oh look, my bruises form a pretty pattern.
I'll get on it. I'll get on it.
You'd have to have massive armor for that to make any kind of a difference. Especially since she has cunning, which already provides a natural armor penetration increase. 75 fire arrows, that's quite
Now's
a lot of
better than
money.
later.
Heavy chainmail Viridium. Great sword Viridium. Yeah, by the recent level ups we've hopped up item tier. So we can sell the lower tier items away again.
I'll do it.
Let's go. Tripwire, okay. Can I interact with it? I don't think so. Clearly it was still there, but yeah, I could not do anything with it. Yeah, I'm guessing the locations were inside the ice or inside the wall, so there was no way to disarm it. Anyway, this side of the Ostagar fortress is done. Still have to go to the other side and see if we can find the king's body and the rest of the pieces of his armor. I have high hopes for the actual armor piece, maybe the helmet too. We have a terrible armor now. We might be able to put on a better one. Yeah, it's pretty weak. Yep. Heavy chainmail, please. It still isn't great, but it was a considerable improvement over what we had. Mage's chest. Didn't we loot this already? Yes, but it's still there. Yeah, we don't have the key anymore because we used it already. There's a wooden crate there though. And the corpses are changing their position. That's a big question. Ah. I'd definitely like to see a better light armor at this point. We may have to buy it. On the positive side, Liliana isn't exactly the one getting beaten the most anyway, so it's not too big of a problem at this point. We might have to try to get her ability that allows her to drop aggro immediately, if we don't get a significantly better armor very soon. Surely nothing bad will happen to us when we try to cross. Surely.